So for this video, I'm going to use Docker, which will just create a container on and use it on a virtual machine to install Nginx, the web server. So first you gotta create the Ubuntu or just any Linux one. I'll just create and I'll just call it Docker VM. Put it in the east, and the size is fine, and I'll just do by password. And I'll add port 80 so you can have it as a web server, and that should be good. I'll come back when it's ready. Alright, it's ready, so let's go to it. And this is just from a previous video. Anyway, so let's connect to it. SSH. I have putty. Whoops. I'm going to put in that host name, their IP address, port 22, SSH, and we're going to connect to it. I'll just accept it. Put in your authentication. Alright, we're in. So this is David at Docker VM. So anyway, so the commands are so first we want to sudo, which is super easy to do once. It just gives us admin privileges. So apt-get update, we just want to update it. And it should be pretty quick. So we're just updating the package index. I'll come back when it's ready. Alright, it's done. So next we want to install the packages to allow apt to use the repository over HTTPS. So it's sudo apt install apt transport, and you can find this in the Docker documentation. Transport HTTPS CA certificate curl software properties comment. Do you want to continue? Yes. It's going to use a very, very, very small bit of disk space, and it's setting it all up. Alright. Next, we want to add Docker's official GPG key to the curl. Let me clear the screen actually. Curl hyphen fs uppercase S uppercase L, then https // download.docker.com /linux /ubuntu /gpg, and then that, I forgot to call that pipe, sudo apt key add pipe, https // download.docker.com. Oh, it's full Linux now. Linux. Alright, it said okay. Great. Now we want to set up a stable repository. Sudo add apt repo repository, and it's deb bracket arch equals AMD 64, close it, and then HTTPS download docker.com/Linux spelled right this time /e12 space bionic stable close quote, and I'll come back when it's ready. And now let's update the package index again. Sudo apt get update, and then now we want to install Docker and the containers. So sudo apt get install Docker ce. So I'll continue yes, and come back when it's ready. Alright, it's done. So let's clear it. So we just installed the Docker engine. Now we want to do sudo docker pool nginx 1.17.0. So this is just getting the nginx image. So it's pulling it. Alright, it's done. And if you want to see it, you could just do sudo docker images, and here it's in Nginx. So we see we got it now, so we just verified that. So the last thing you want to do is sudo docker run and the name, and what do we create? Give the container whatever name you want. I'll just call it sample container, and then P for port 8080, and then E for the image and Nginx 1.17.0. Alright, so it did it. So now you just go to back to overview, come back here, and there, we got Nginx. And so that's how to deploy Docker on a virtual machine. And we use it to create a container that, you know, we got an image of Nginx, and then we pulled it, or we pushed it through our virtual machine.